Hi all, this is Skate, and we need to make a part 2 of my spares video, something I never anticipated, nor wanted to do, to be honest. This will be my last video before heading out to Tankfest, and as a result I kinda wanted it to be something a bit more fun, not talking about spare parts, again. So the footage in the background is just some games which have been previously recorded, and it's just there to try and make the, the video a little bit more fun than just me talking about spare parts. They are interesting games, but the videos in the background aren't what this video is about. It is about spare parts, and I really genuinely can't reiterate enough how much I do not want to be making a second video on this topic. But I have to, and here's why. 2 days ago I put up my spare parts video. That was released at exactly the same time that Wargaming released the news about 3.10. The information I had about 3.10 obviously comes from Wargaming directly. They give me early access information so I can make a video to share the information as early as possible with you guys. Now that was 2 days ago. I woke up this morning, obviously the update was last night, and I received an unholy amount of messages. And these were all random messages, tagged in Discords or private messages, Discord, forum, on the game. All different things saying, hey Skate, have you noticed this? Or you were wrong on this, or you lied on this. Basically, the spare parts didn't appear to be working as per what was explained in my video, and as per what information I was given by Wargaming. Naturally, I went, this is a bug, I better get in contact with Wargaming, let them know just in case they're not already aware. And they responded straight away to confirm that it is something they're aware of and they're looking at it and working on it. About an hour after that, I received information then to say that the information, well, the update is different to what information they had, or rather what information was given out. So, in one hand, they were given, hey, this is what's coming in 3.10, and then 3.10 came. They said, well, it's not working, there's plenty of people complaining, and the response was, oh, it's different. Like, come again? It's different. How? Well, basically, prior to the update coming out, we were given a list of all the medals, and next to that medal was the tier list, and on that table then, how many spare parts you can get for every single medal. Except when 3.10 came out, they weren't working for all the medals, which is what a lot of you noticed. Specifically, mastery badges, first class badges, second class and third. Of course we all thought it was a bug. It's not, it wasn't. Turns out the update was different to the information they had previously provided, and nobody, and I'm going to assume this is from the dev team, but nobody thought that the best logical thing to do would be to update the community teams with accurate information on what's coming. So instead what happens is I make a video saying, hey guys, I'm happy about this update because look at all these spare parts we're getting in comparison to what we were getting. I said it's a step in the right direction, and it's still a step. No, I'll go through that in a minute. It's frustrating as hell, and it's just down to a pure lack of communication. And it's not the community team. The community team are the guys that deal with the contributors at Wargaming. It is by no means their fault. If they're given the update information, and then the dev team can't get certain medals working, or they can't fix it all to go in this update, then they need to tell other people so then they can correct the information going out to people like myself who then make a video on it. Because by the time I was told that information this morning, there was 7,500 views on my part 1 video. That's 7,500 people that I have given the wrong bloody information to because somebody didn't feel the need or didn't update the community teams or anyone in the EU teams that the update had changed. Now I know what some of you are thinking, oh, maybe it's a last minute change. No. can't work like that with app stores. App stores, you have to have the update in, usually prior for the store to approve it, especially with Apple. You can read anywhere online what Apple are like in terms of the App Store and getting things approved in there. What that basically means is even if they put it in the day before, well, that's still a day where they knew the information was different. Yet, nobody was updated. Literally, nobody was updated to say it was different. So of course we're giving out the wrong information to you guys, which makes me look like a mug, and which makes me feel awkward and irritated, because I feel like I've let you guys down because I was given the wrong information, which was a letdown to me. And obviously in the videos, I don't say... Well, no. In the videos I do, I'll give my opinion on something. I'm not saying my opinion is gospel. Everybody, feel free to disagree and have your own opinions on things. If I think something's a good update, I'll say it's a good update. If I think it's bad, I will say it's bad. Some people have this idea in their heads that, oh, community contributors can't say something's bad. No. If it's bad, I will say it's bad. End of story. Now, why is that relevant to this topic? Well, I specifically said I think this is a good step in the right direction. And I still think that the concept is a good step in the right direction. But it certainly doesn't fix anything. If you wanted my honest opinion, I would say, 1, get rid of spare parts altogether. Spare parts are of more value than gold. How and who does that benefit? Wargaming don't benefit from spare parts being extra super valuably rare. Surely they want the most valuable currency in the game to be gold. Yet, spare parts are. So there's no benefit to Wargaming or to us other than just pissing everybody off for spare parts not working correctly. Seriously, Wargaming do not benefit in any shape or form with the spare parts being so appallingly bad. So I literally cannot fathom, and I cannot get my head around why spare parts are so rare other than trying to slow people down through the tiers. So basically, here's what happens. You can rush to fully unlock all your modules with gold. You can skip through the tiers or go through the tiers quicker with premium time. And then they're gonna slow you down with spare parts. That makes no sense, because straight away you're going to be going, well, what's the point in having my premium time? I don't need to rush through the tiers because I'm going to be delayed by my spare parts anyway. It doesn't make sense. The whole spare parts idea, the idea of having spare parts as a thing, yeah, you want my opinion? Just get rid of it. Have equipment for silver, like it used to be. They should have brought in all the new equipment and left the silver as a way of unlocking it. The reality is regardless of our opinions in saying spare parts are useless, they're pointless, just give us the credits back, they will go with the approach of, let's improve the existing system, let's fix the spare parts system, because it's there, they want to use it, they're going to push it and try and repair it. The reason I'm so frustrated is because, well, I never cared about spending 1.2 million credits on spare parts, and with the new system, if it was equipment and I had to spend another 2 million, 3 million on spare parts, who cares? It's just credits. I have premium time that gives me extra credits. I have premium tanks that give me extra credits. My credits just rack up now. I don't fire premiums often because I just don't see the benefit of it. I don't buy equipment with my credits. What more can I say? What more can I do on that circumstance? What do you want me to do with my extra credits? Buy tanks and leave them there in the garage until I've got more equipment on them, because I worry that other people would have an advantage of me if they've got equipment and I don't, because I can't get spare parts? The whole spare parts system is broken. Not just how much we get, how we can accrue them, and how they are like unicorn poop. It's the whole concept of you have premium to rush through the tiers or to get through the tiers quicker, and then they want to slow us down by giving us extra equipment to try and unlock because we go through the tier too quickly. and then you earn extra premium with the credits, and you earn extra credits of premium tanks. So you're doing all these things to help you get through the tiers, only so they can give you something to slow you down. That makes no sense, even from a commercial perspective. From my head, I would be sitting there saying, well, and I do, why am I buying premium time if I'm rushing through the tiers, or I'm going through the tiers quicker with my premium time, but yet I'm going to slow down because I'm waiting to equip my tank with bloody spare parts? This makes no sense. Think about it. And this is what frustrates me. If the spare parts I could accrue more, fair enough. It's a fun little gimmick, and that's it. It's just something extra to add to the game. But here's the reality. It's not adding to the game. It's just causing problems. And from my perspective, I just want to drive tanks. I want to upload videos because I enjoy the community side. And that is one thing Wargaming is very good at, just to go off on one of my usual tangents. Wargaming are damn good at creating a good community. Why? Because they've just gone and pissed us all off together. So we all band together. But no, on a serious note, the community is what makes World of Tanks so damn good. Is everybody all wants to chip in, all want to enjoy it, and gets to know each other, chat, and enjoy their hobbies together. Yeah, people have spats on the forum, who cares? It's a spat, it's a disagreement. It doesn't matter. The world's full of different people. But yet, when everyone bands together and says, this is stupid, I really think people should take note of that. Because it is the community which makes the game. And from my perspective, like I said, I want to just upload videos playing tanks, talking about the tanks, not talking about spare parts. I just want to blow stuff up. And I don't want to unlock spare parts to help me blow stuff up. I want to shoot things. I want to go, ooh, E100 butt. Yes, please. I want to laugh and have fun at the stupid shots, like that T-30 shot I uploaded and I made a little gif of as well. That was fun, that was hysterical, and so many of you have enjoyed that with me. Which is what uploading these videos is all about, which is why I read nearly every single comment and respond to as many of you as I can. When I had 100 subs, I'd reply to as many as I could. We're coming up 9,000, and I genuinely thank every single one of you for subscribing. And I'm still making a point of replying to you guys, because that is what it's all about. It's the community, it's the having fun, blowing stuff up with your friends. When you're turning the game into hard work rather than hard work to have fun, it becomes a bit monotonous, it becomes a bit frustrating. I don't want to worry about spare parts. I'm fine. I was happy when I was at the days where I was like, oh, I haven't got enough credits. It's okay. I'll keep playing the tanks I want to play because I know I'll eventually accrue them. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take me to accrue the spare parts. And I have gone off venting and raging, and not raging, but venting in this video for about 10 minutes now about things I'm just... I hit that point today where I was just frustrated as hell. And one man summed up the topic so well for me in a game. In Mingles or Jingles, Jingles has mentioned before that a good game has short, medium and long-term goals that you want to reach. And he is spot on with that. When I started this game, my short-term goal, very simple, get myself the next tier up tank. My medium-term goal was to get a tier 10 tank. My long-term goal was to get a mastery on every single one of them, all the way up the line. That was my goal. My goal obviously has changed as time progressed, but I have still got my own personal goals. We all set ourselves our own personal targets. Now, it's have a mastery in every single tank and unlock and research every single tank. That's my long-term goal. Spare parts don't fit that logic. And they don't fit the commercial logic, well, from my understanding anyway, which, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to go running through it again because that's just unnecessary. The crux of it is spare parts don't fit that criteria for me. If spare parts were much more achievable and I could just accrue them naturally without having to worry about them, without having to restrict myself to what tanks I can and can't put extra equipment on. I shouldn't have to do that. It's a game. None of us should have to do that. We should enjoy playing the tanks. Why are we going to research more tanks if we can't equip the ones we've got? And Wargaming know this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Spare parts need fixing, and they need fixing now if they're going to stay in the game. Or if they just turned around and went, well, we actually think the old system mixed with the new system is better, or just did something so we could accrue much more spare parts. It's not something we should have to be stressing and panicking about. And it's not something that should be taking away from the gameplay. Which is to kill things, to blow stuff up. That's it. I swear what got me interested in tanks was the idea, as a kid, of blowing things up. You're a kid, you blow things up. Most of my family is from the army. As a result, it's naturally something I'm going to be interested in. And I just like the idea of blowing things up, as most kids do. As you progress, you get more of a hobby in it, blah 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 blah. As I said, we just want to kill tanks and play in tanks we enjoy. Spare parts is just restricting that slightly, shall we say. So yeah, we're 15 minutes in. I've had a really irritating day. Wargaming gave me the wrong information. As a result, I gave you the wrong information. I apologise for that, guys. Sadly, never expected this to happen. Wargaming have not done this before. And it's not the EU community team to be at fault here. It is genuinely, in my opinion, the devs not providing the correct information or the updated information. It's sheerly down to a lack of communication. And this is something, as I said, I have expressed to Wargaming directly. And Wargaming, or the staff I've dealt with in Wargaming, have always encouraged me to be honest with my opinion, and they've never stopped me having my honest opinion. You'll find most things I try to be positive on, which is always the way I am in most of my videos. For example, when the spare parts thing came in, I don't like it, I didn't like it, but at the end of the day it's come in, it's a game I enjoy playing, I'm going to try and find a way to deal with it and live with it. But until this spare parts system is fixed, it's just causing problems. All in all, apologies for the, well, missing positivity in this video. I'm just frustrated and giving you guys the wrong information because I was given the wrong information actually just pushed my buttons beyond the joke today. It just made me hit that point where I went, do you know what, spare parts, I've always tried to look for the positive on them. As it stands, I don't see a positive. I just want to enjoy playing the game, which I've played for the last 3-4 years, and I want to get back to playing it how I used to be able to play it, without worrying about spare parts. And I imagine that's the same for the rest of you. I don't think we're ever going to get to that stage of credits coming for equipment instead of spare parts. So instead, what we need to do is really try and encourage them to fix the spare parts system, because 3.10 has not fixed it. Now, it's been 18 minutes with this video, so I am going to give you the updated information. The following medals all give you a Tier 1 100, Tier 2 100, all the way up to Tier 10 at 1000, as you can see on the screen. That's what those medals will give you. Mastery badge is not included in this update. As far as my understanding is, it may be included in the next update, but it's not confirmed. So if that does get confirmed, I will let you know. As it stands, it's not included. I would personally say that this is a good idea if it was working fully with all the medals, but it's not enough. This would be an add-on as far as my opinion would be. I would say if you have to keep spare parts, this is an add-on. Base it on damage or XP. Or anything. Just anything which will help me accrue them more. I need more spare parts. We all need more spare parts. And this update just hasn't helped now. My last video with the information I had genuinely thought this would help. But now they're cutting the more common out of these medals. And a Mastery Badge is more common than a Nikolai or an Orlix. Check your stats and see how many of each of these medals you've got. Aside from that, the more common medals, like the Crucial Contribution, Defender, Steel Wall, etc., provide basically 10 to 100 spare parts each. Obviously, Tier 1, 10, Tier 2, 10, then 30, then 40, and so on and so forth, up to Tier 10, given 100. Now, obviously, these are good if you've got a couple of them, and you stack them when you have a good game, and you've got all these stacked, then great. That one game, you are going to have good spare parts. Every other game, though, is not going to provide as many. And I'm laughing, but what else can I do? Honestly, I can rage. It's not going to accomplish anything. Or I could just laugh because it's laughable. You may be thinking, ah, Skate, they've only removed like Mastery and a couple of other badges. Yeah, but you get yourself, oh, I don't know, a Pools, a 5-kill Mastery game. That's either 1,000 or that's 2,000 spare parts for that game. That's a big jump. That's doubled in terms of spare parts. And on top of that, you're more likely to get a Mastery than you would have one of those other hero medals anyway. So yeah, all in all, it's hard for me to be positive on this one. I'm just a bit gutted, if I'm honest, that I've given the wrong information, because I was given the wrong information. Again, apologies for that. We're not making a lot of spare parts with this new system, when at first outlook it looked like we'd make more than we would now anyway. So I'd like to see this changed before they do other things. That would be my opinion. Either that or just delete equipment. We're all in the same boat then. Bonus, job done. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to cut this video off here, otherwise I'm just going to carry on complaining. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry it's not a happy one. I needed to make this video nonetheless. Tankfest will be a happy one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.